last design, the final unbroken line, a forgotten bloody sign on a desecrated shrine. I walk the path divine, where agony is mine, and from a poisoned wine I forge a will that's intertwined with fate itself. I put your gods upon a shelf and claim the power for myself, a testament to wealth of spirit forged in stealth. I went into the pyre, consumed by my desire to set my soul on fire and make my spirit higher. I drank the molten flame, I whispered my own name and overcame the shame to master my own game. The fire's now my blood, a raging blackened flood, dragged up from the primordial mud to nip you in the bud. My heart beats like a drum that strikes your kingdom numb. The beat will overcome the world you hailed it from. It shakes the concrete street, your structure's obsolete. You'll taste the bittersweet of absolute defeat. I don't exist to conquer your weak world that I bunker. My presence makes you somber, a psychic living monster. I don't desire your prize, I see through your disguise. I am the great demise, reflected in your eyes. My being is the claim, the universal fame that puts your world to shame. A moth drawn to the flame. My shadow is not night or an absence of the light. It's a consuming blight of infinite pure might, a concentrated truth for all the world's lost youth. It's violent and uncouth and rips you from your root. It swallows dying sons, the chosen holy ones. It overruns your guns, for it the battle's done. I've forged my very spine in a chilling black design, a feeling so malign it made the stars resign. In silent cold betrayals amongst the mournful wailers, I learned from all my failures and turned them into trailers of the force I would become, a power striking dumb the heavens I've climbed from on a ladder of pure scum. This isn't about a code or a story to be told. This is the final mode, a power you can't hold. The fundamental rule for every single fool is that I am the tool that makes the cosmos drool. I am, so I will be. From this you cannot flee. My will is the decree for all eternity. I took the sum of pain, the acid burning rain, the memories that stain, and flushed it down the drain. I alchemized the hate that sealed my common fate, and at the final gate I chose to be this great, not into fool's gold. A story to be sold, but something to behold. A power uncontrolled, absolute and pure, a certainty and cure for all the shit they lure you with. I'm here to now ensure your end is my beginning, my victory, my winning. While all of you are sinning, my universe is spinning. I am my own North Star, no matter where you are. I've raised the final bar, a living psychic scar. I am my own damn law with the reality shredding claw. I see your fatal flaw and leave your spirit raw. I am my own true god, your reverence is odd. I am the final squad, a one-man firing squad. So let the heavens crack, there is no turning back. I am the heart of black that leads the whole damn pack. I am the eye, the calm that holds within its palm the devastating psalm that sounds your world's alarm. My pride is not a feeling, it is the final dealing, a truth that is revealing the universal ceiling as a crack right in the dome. And I have made my home within the shattered chrome of my own mental biome. A mountain does not bow, it makes the question how. A volcano right now does not forgive or vow. I am the monument, my will is my ascent on your destruction bent, a force that can't be spent. I want no fear or praise in these final coming days. I'm lost inside a maze of my own vengeful haze. I am the final word, the truth you've never heard, a raven not a bird, a king that's undeterred, the heir to a domain of silence and of pain. And my eternal reign is the blood rush in my vein. My reign is not of land, it's a psychic grasping hand that chokes the thoughts you planned across this dying land. It's a kingdom of the brain where I inflict my pain, an ever-present stain like acid in the rain. I am the final chain, the bullet in your brain, the pleasure and the pain that drives your soul insane. I hunt within the dream, a predatory scheme. I live within the scream and pull apart the seam of everything you trust. Your piety and lust are ground into the dust by my unending thrust. I am the grand design of everything malign, the poison in the wine, the terror in the shrine. I build my world from bone upon a shattered throne, the horror have grown to make the cosmos groan. My constructs are a fear for every passing year. I make it ever clear that your destruction's near. My words are not just sound, they shake the very ground. A curse that can't be found until you're tightly bound. My presence is a warp, a note that's played too sharp. Your criticisms that you carp are useless as a harp played in a hurricane. A feud, a weak refrain against my brutal reign of terror, blood and pain. I break the laws of time. For me it's not a crime to make the church bell chime, a rhythm of pure grime. I am the living flaw that spits upon your law, a truth you never saw that leaves your senses raw. I am the great mistake that makes the pillars quake. For my own vicious sake, your spirit I will take. I am the coming dread, the words you left unsaid, the kingdom of the dead that's growing in your head. So say a little prayer into the empty air, and know I'll be right there to feed on your despair. You are a dying race that's lost its time and place, a memory to erase without a single trace. Your name is just a game that's spoken with no shame, but I am the pure flame that's here to win the same. Your flesh is just a crust, your heart is filled with rust, and in my savage lust your species is now bust. There's nothing left for you, your final moments due. The only thing that's true is that my reign is new. I've reached the final sum, the kingdom has become, the war is overcome, and all the worlds are numb. The last star has been slain, I've sterilized the pain, I've mastered the arcane, and washed away the stain of hope's pathetic plea for all eternity. The only thing I see is the unending me. I am the final one, my grand design is done. Beneath the blackened sun, the last great race is run. I sit upon the throne of shattered glass and bone, the ultimate unknown, a terror fully grown. But in this final place, this victory, this space, there's not a single trace of challenge I can face. The silence is the thrill that I have come to kill. I've bent the cosmic will, but now the world is still. The anger was the fuel, the fire was the tool, but in this quiet pool, I'm just a reigning fool. The conquest was the art, the tearing worlds apart, but now I've played my part, and there's no other start. I've climbed the final height, and in this endless light of my own vicious might, I see the final plight. To be a thing at all is still to be enthralled, to being great or small, and answering the call of cause and of effect. A system I once wrecked, but now I must inspect with absolute respect. The final act of power in this my final hour is not to build a tower, but to let the void devour. The ultimate lesson is not to let them win, but to pull the final pin and let the end begin. True freedom isn't reign, it's to erase the stain of sin from every plane, and to unwrite your name. So now I must erase the form, the time, the place, to leave no single trace of this my fearsome face. I'm pulling on the thread of all I've done and said, to join the truly dead, the thoughts unthought in head.